Hey guys, welcome back. So about to dive into Jojo's Bizarre Adventures Battle Tendency, episode number 11, The Game Master. So we've been introduced to a new Jojo, Joseph. A few twists and turns in the last episode. Turns out Strazio is a big fat traitor. He's put on the stone mask and become a vamp. It's been 50 years since Jonathan and Dio faced off, and Speedwagon has sent his close friends Erina and Jojo to the States in New York, 1935, where they're going to continue on their lives. Speedwagon is now a pretty fancy tycoon kind of a guy, supposedly dead at this point too. So Strazio has supposedly killed Speedwagon at the site of an Aztec ruin in a temple. We've got this big thing called the Ultimate Being, and there's all these stone masks around him. So vampires are afoot once again. So I'm pumped. I got my coffee. Cheers. And I'm ready to put some Jojo into my afternoon. I've just been reacting to Attack on Titan as well. Things are getting pretty dark over there. So now I need some brightness. I need some happy times. So Jojo is the perfect remedy. So episode number 11, timer-based reaction, guys. So as you know, no video here. It's just the lower portion and you watch along on your own device if you can. If not, Patreon. That's available if you want to come over there for the full uncut thing. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Jojo. See what sorry. That's right. Joseph just shot up the town. So we pick up right after we finished. Smashing your brain, sunlight or humming. So not bullets. I think he's a nutbag. Oh. You shot a man. Not a man. So the bullets bounced off him? Outside, Smokey. Everybody's freaking out. Calm down. So there's Strazio's supposed bullet-ridden body. Now here he comes. He's fine. Oh shit. New credits. Nice psychedelia. So I did do the reactions to the openings a long time ago, so I'm not really remembering any of this. But oh, this is sick. I'm not even reading the titles. Oh, who this? She naked. Bloody Stream by Coda. Oh, that's that gem. That gem's at the Aztec ruin. Oh, this is so good. I do miss the first song though from Phantom Blood. That was so good. But I know this is gonna grow on me. Street Fighter, guys. God, the inspiration for Street Fighter is incredible. Yeah, man. Jojo. Yes, that was cool. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Master of the game. Strazio, as he's gonna... Oh, yuck. What? That's gross. So why am I getting it out? Oh. So his first experience with a vamp. Yeah. Kill you first, then experiment. I'm going to cut your own head off. Oh, he's out. Yeah, they can. Oh, these things are weird. Space Ripper Stingy Eyes? Space Ripper Stingy Eyes? Space Ripper Stingy Eyes. Huh. What? I love how he predicts what they're going to say. How though? Strong enough to resist bullets? Wow. So it was in a mirror. So the vampires not have reflections in this universe? I mean, they don't, right? Now we find out. Oh, he's gone? No, he's not gone. He's here. What's going on? He shifted very quickly. Oh, stingy eyes. Oh, we did get him this time. Okay. 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 So there's a Hammond Master. So there's a Hammer Master and a Vampire. That's a double whammy. Beetle Tummy? Really? Oh. Boom. Wow. That was awesome. So Straits here is out now? It was just a flash in the pan? Don't look too late. What? What is happening? Oh. Oh. What? What is happening? Oh, his bits. All his bits are coming back together again. Are you kidding me? Oh, shit. He just blew him up and he's coming back together again. I don't think so. Really? Hammond... Sunshine. Run away? Run away. Oh. Oh, so gross. knew it! So I put it out of here. Oh, he's leading him away. That was hilarious. Oh, it's glorious. Shit, man. Oh no, he's gonna eat you up now. What? Get him some stats. Yeah. She's just became lunch. Is he going to cause an epidemic though? He's going to create a whole bunch of zombies or vampires? This show's so good. Oh no. Oh, hostage. He came after us, run for it. Let's run, Jojo. Ain't got nothing to prove to you, man. Oh, but though. So come here so I can kill you. Does he just save a stranger? Come on, Jojo, show some class. You're a Joestar, for God's sake. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god. Is that a tooth? Oh my god. What are you going to do, Jojo? What are you going to do? Strezio! Not quite the same ring as Dio! Did he just burst out of his shirt? Loving the soundtrack. Oh, the stingy eyes. Oh, so pretty. He's got little shot glasses. Oh, whoa. Oh, got him. Oh. Hammond glass? Oh, he's still getting up. He's still getting up. Hammond breath? Oh. Oh. Oh, by the fingertips. Oh, he's got a hole. Naked Strazia. At the hole on his face. Or did he? Something's fishy. Insatiably curious, aren't we all? What do you mean? The Pillar Man. How's the Pillar Man gonna wake up? Oh, you did? Ooh. Uh-oh. Ooh, scary. The speedwagon can't be dead, though. Oh, he's turning into a crystal ball at the disco. I regret nothing. Is he killing himself? And Strasio is out. Damn traitor. Oh, he's like King Kong. We're going to get some Nazis now, aren't we? Major von Stroheim. Oh, he's a cool cat. Nazis. What? Oh. No. Oh, wow. Yeah. Psycho. Jesus. Oh, ho, ho. Ha! Knew it. Oh, it's in Nazi hands though. That's not good. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, you did. Oh, you ogress. Man, oh, she just feels her toothless out. The Pillar Man. Let's go to Mexico. Yeah, sucks when that happens. Oh, he's in a straight jacket. Not cool. A town where the old kill themselves is soon to fall. Why are there so many flyers? They have him at the facility? Oh, that's a mistake. Cool. Well done, Speedwagon. Truesome. About Strasio and Joestar? What does he know? Oh no. He's gargling. The blood feeding experiment. Oh no. Oh, they're gonna feed him to the Pillar Man. All those people. Lies. No, I wouldn't believe him. How do you pick one? You can't do that. You're too small. What? Rude. Is he like Poco Part 2? We're on a bike. Yeah. Oh, this show is amazing. Who that? Oh god, who's this person? Oh boy. Oh man. Tell you what. Jesus, the show. Oh, I love it. I love it so. So I've got demon claws and demon faces. Got Jojos. So we've got Joseph here. Doing some Hammond. And then another funky Joseph up here. Oh, was that Jonathan down there? Was that Jonathan? And now Joseph? And then my favourite coming up to Rick from Rick and Morty. I can never unsee that now. Tell me I'm wrong. And we should have Speedwagon. There he is. Speedwagon. Young Speedwagon morphs into old man Speedwagon. Still has a cool hat. I'm glad they're still retained Roundabout for the ending. And the new song, man, that was very cool too. It's going to take me a while to get used to it. Next week. I bought you some tequila. What the hell? Oh, he's waking up. Mura mura mura. The Pillar Man. Oh, the Pillar Man's waking up in the next episode. There's some interestingly dressed characters there too. I know this show is going to go that direction and have all matter of interesting characters. Definitely spoofing all over the place, but wow. God damn, this show's amazing. I know a lot of you have told me that it's going to get a lot better, and the Phantom Blood is, a bit hit and miss with a lot of people. I love the Phantom Blood, but that was that was super, super cool. Now, this is usually the part where I go read the manga and come back to you and go through the manga and go through the show. So what I'm going to do, I'm still going to read the manga today. It's 4:15 in the afternoon, so it's not too late. But I'm going to go through the manga and just see if there's anything different worth talking about. I definitely want to come back and just go through some of the show's highlights, so I'll do that in a sec too. But yeah, I'm going to crack open the manga and have a look. So back in a sec. Hey, so I'm back. So I went through the manga and yeah, it was a lot of same for the story, but I did find a lot of gorgeous drawings and illustrations that I want to share. The idea that kind of condensing these JoJo reactions down a little bit to get them more frequent. But diving into the actual episode itself, and what a blast. That was so much fun. Just going to open up my screen here. All right, so just going through the show. Let's try and keep this brief, but there's just so many cool moments in here. So the previous episode, we finished with Jojo shooting Strazio to shit inside this cafe. People are quite rightly freaking out, but it was a really cool way to end that episode. And, Jojo's declaration of war. And now the fallout. So obviously Strazio is still alive because Jojo's calling him out. What will it be? Smashing your brain, Sunlight or Hammond? Take your pick. So the fight ensues, and I like the way that everybody's just like, hey man, you're a murderer. He's gone crazy. He's just shut up the place. Nobody knows about vampires at this point, so they just think he's a crazy fool shooting everyone. Even Smokey is like, what the hell, man? What have you done? So Jojo's trying to find Strazio. He's kind of vanished at this point, but we do realize the repair bill is going to be through the roof. So I like that he's got that wry sense of humor, that real sarcastic streak in him. I'm getting to enjoy Jojo. He's a bit of a change from Jonathan. He's much more of a smartass, but I appreciate that. Smokey's like, dude, you shot him, man. What the hell? So I've got the bullets on the floor. So the bullets look like they've bounced off Superman. They're all kind of buckled and destroyed. He doesn't understand what's going on. Meanwhile, we've got Strazio's dead body over here, and then slowly he rises up, and this is where everyone's kind of like, what the hell? And Smokey's realizing that he's in some weird shit. And then the funky new credits start. Awesome. There's Joseph. Like I mentioned, I have seen these before when I did my opening reaction. I couldn't remember anything, but this is super psychedelic fun, man. This is very cool, and I'll get to love that song too, I'm sure, as much as I love the first one from the Phantom Blood. I'm going to see it a lot, I'm sure, there's like 12 more episodes in this one, in Battle Tendency. In any case, we're back to the scene of the crime, and we have a pretty cool fight here between Jojo and Strazio, who I used to call Straits, but, because he was partnered with Dire Straits. I know there's like a famous band connection when we're doing our Jojos, so pretty cool fight ensues. Strazio pretty much just shoots all the bullets out of himself. Like, he actually rips his leg open to get that first bullet out and just plucks it. And then he's just like a dog shaking off water. Boom. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your bullets. I won't do that ever again. I apologize right now to everyone. But he shakes all the bullets out. And this is Jojo's first introduction to a vampire. Like, he's heard the stories. Dio, family legacy, his father, the Hammond. I'm sure Erina has told him everything about that, and Speedwagon. So this is his first actual interaction with a vampire. And yeah, he's cool. So Dio's failure was overindulgence in playing with his powers, whereas Strazio just wants to knuckle down the business and just kill Jojo quick smart, then he can get used to his powers. So he's got much more smarter approach. Ironically, he doesn't last near as long as Dio. Amazing imagery once again, just all this vibrancy. And here we name the laser beams. Face my Space Ripper Stingy Eyes. Space Ripper Stingy Eyes. That is just the most brilliant thing I've ever heard. They kind of take Jojo by surprise, but we have got it. So this is a mirror, and because vampires don't have reflections, he doesn't see himself. So Jojo's just standing behind him, but to Strazio looks like he's standing there in front of him, and that's why there's bullet holes in the mirror, not actually in Jojo. It's amazing he didn't shatter the whole mirror. Once again, the animation's just kicking my ass. So Jojo kind of points out everything about the clock being backwards, and in the manga he does mention that he swapped arms with the gun as well. He was holding the gun in his right hand, moved it to his left, just so that it wouldn't look like a reflection. Yeah, he did that. He's a smart boy, this Jojo. So Hammond's being used in the fight. Nothing's working. What I loved here is that even after using all this amazing imagery here, Jojo kind of resorts to hand grenades. He tries to melt his face. What does it say? Irene. It says Irene on the wall. Is that a thing? Is there a reason? Anyway, let's see. Now, I hear Hammond melts vampire faces. It does. He goes over there, touches him. Nothing happens. Because this vampire is a Hammond user as well, which is a nice twist. Dio didn't have Hammond, but this vampire does. So you'd think he'd be more powerful than Dio. He seems smarter than Dio, but he's not. He's not using the Hammond and the vampire thing to the full potential. Stingy eyes comes out. Just look at this. Oh man, God, this show is just incredible. Oh yeah, so this was really odd. There's an insect in Southeast Asia called the Satyporja beetle. 30,000 of their tiny stomachs were dried and woven into this scarf. It conducts Hammond far better than the human body, dispersing it. It's like an electrical ground. I'm the successor of 4,000 years of history in the art of Hammond. Dude, I know all of his strengths and weaknesses in battle. Man, I'm not ignorant like Dio. But Dio lasted longer than you did, sunshine. So they continue on their fight, and I love this bit here where Jojo is so quick he actually got a hand grenade stuck to, as I was almost going to say Dio, onto Strazio's waist here. Strazio just flicks it away. Pitiful trick. Jojo's like, let's get the hell out of here. You should have spent more time in the city because you get your street smarts when you live in New York in the 1930s. You know, about hand grenades and stuff. Take a look at the grenade you knocked away. And there's like all these pins flying and there's all these hand grenades on his back. And he's like, shit. And kablooey, boom. And it shows his body just evaporating nicely in a cloud of smoke. And everyone's like, wow, that's cool. And what the heck is it? Smokey, don't look. This is cool because Jojo's looking in at the big bloody mess inside. Smokey, don't look. It's like, too late. God, I won't do anything bad again. And then we have this really awesome scene inside here where all the body bits just start coming back together again and rebuilding. Just like the Terminator 2 when Arnie blew up the T-1000 and the liquid metal and he melted and then he all come back together again. But this is way more gross because there's blood and bones and guts and brains and eyeballs and stuff. He's a monster. And this is freaking hilarious. Do you have a way to beat this monster, Jojo? Yeah, I do. Really? Because I have one more card on my sleeve. And he says, what? One last card? Look at his legs. See the legs? They're blown to smithereens and haven't healed yet. Yeah. That's our ticket. And your last card? I'll use my own legs. I'm thinking, is he going to go in there and kick Strazio or something? And then it's, how? Use your legs, how? To hot-foot it out of here, Smokey. And then he runs away. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I can't believe this guy. Smokey's like, what's going on? And then Strazio kind of like goes up to the ceiling. It was very, very brief there, but it's hard to get this thing. Trust me. There we go. He's escaping. They run from the crowd and Strazio's now outside. And he takes advantage of a young reporter, Lois Lane, out here. She's taking shots. There's a little bit more here in the manga as well. A bit more crowd interaction with the fleeing Jojo and Smokey. Ghetto. So we have some weird thing here. It's like pressure applied to his fingertips and his jumping ability. So we're getting some stats. And he's going to land and just approach this young woman from behind and steal her for, hostage material later down the track. Yeah, so a bit of a standoff. Some really cool stuff going here. So he's pretty mean. He's going to rip this girl's jaw off. Pretty nasty. He pulls out one of her teeth, throws it at him. And once again, the animation is just absolutely sublime. I just love it so much. It's gorgeous. And he rips out a tooth and throws it at Jojo. Like, what's he going to do? There's like a Mexican standoff. You're going to come up here and die for this girl, this hag. I wouldn't fight for a hag like that, even if she was my sweetheart. She's going to remember that though. Even if she makes it out of this, she's going to hold on to that. And he's going to has a very graphic description of what he's going to do to her. I'll tear right through her neck and into her chest. Dude, gross. And Jojo starts laughing. Would a master of Tibetan Hammond really do that to an innocent girl? Yeah, the tooth. He flings the tooth out of her mouth. It's a tooth, or a molar as it's called in the manga. So Jojo's like, shit, this is nasty. And it makes him very angry. That bastard, he really did it. He didn't think he was going to fake him out. And he kind of like hulks out, man. Like seriously, he is going to bust out of his shirt and clothes. Rips off his jacket. Yeah. Rrr, Hulk. You'll pay for that. And goes up. disposes of the girl pretty quick. And here we have strategically placed shadows covering Strazio's manhood. And he's going to use the stingy eye beams again. I thought he had random shot glasses. Like, I thought he stole the shot glasses from the bar he was just at, but he's made Hammond glass. Yeah, crazy good. And the beams go right back into Strazio's head, kind of defeated with his own weapon. So impossible. And I like the way he keeps calling out the next thing you're going to say is this, the next thing he's going to say is that. That's going to be a trait he's going to use throughout this, isn't he? He's always going to call out what the bad guy's going to say to him. Apologize to Speedwagon in hell. So he's he's doing some nasty. He's punching him with some sunlight Hammond, right? Kind of exploded his face there. You'll sleep soundly tonight, Granny. There was a bit more of an interlude with Granny too at the beginning of this episode in the manga. So there are some differences, I'll grant that. Strazio's in a bad shape. He's hanging off the bridge, just like Spider-Man. And his face, man, he's got that glowy business going on. Yeah, just like Dio did when he had his face cut in half. Jojo catches him, but Strazio decides to call it. He starts using some Hammond breath. So you can see he's kind of smoking a little bit there. So he doesn't breathe. So it's not his breath, but he's smoking out the eye there. And he's going to start. And yeah, he starts talking about the Pillar Man. How you're going to meet the Pillar Man soon. So he's going to be the big bad of this season, I'd imagine. And then he decides to self-destruct. So yeah, Pillar Man. So we find out he threw the bodies into the river because the Pillar Man was sucking the blood out of the men like nutrients into a plant. And he's going to wake up soon. And then yeah, he decides to self-destruct with his Hammond. Boom, just like Freddy Krueger in The Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. You know the one. Jojo's pissed off because he didn't get all the information that he wanted. Then he kind of like has this amazing moment where he's like just beating his chest like King Kong. Here. And then, the Nazis are here. 1938, it's the war, World War II. Nazis are here and they're doing all sorts of stuff. Every tool available was employed in their bid for world domination, including the supernatural. And this is actually, I think it's legit as well. They were crazy, those Nazis. They've got a spy network in Mexico. And we have got this crazy fool. Young lady's shaving him. She cuts him and he makes her lick it up. I mean, fuck. Really? Nuts. You're lucky she doesn't turn into a vampire or get a taste for blood, man. Honestly. What a douche. Then he holds the blade to her tongue. This guy's cruel. He's not a good guy. And then we have got Speedwagon. He's alive. I freaking told you. And they've been torturing him and getting information out of him. Oh, poor guy. He's not in a good state. And then we're back to New York again where Jojo's trying to chat to the girl who we just rescued, and she punches him in the face. that was perfectly timed. So you called me a hag. That punch was payback, you jerk off. In the manga, he is a little bit more concerned about her tooth and is asking how she is and having a look inside her mouth, and then she punches him in the face. But this kind of just goes straight to the violence. I love that Jojo's hair looks like a pineapple. Yeah, she kicks him in the shin, and then she this is where the pain kicks in. She realizes she just had a tooth violently extracted out of her head, and she starts screaming in agony. I'm worried about the Pillar Man Strazio mentioned. I can't wait to meet the Pillar Man. Let's go to Mexico. So they're off to Mexico, and this guy's got a real thing for bugs. Why is there so many flies down here? Oh, is it because of the vampires? We have a saying in Europe, a town where the old kill themselves is soon to fall. So it's not. I don't think it's mentioned here, but in the manga, it's mentioned that Speedwagon actually tried to kill himself. So that's why they got him into a straitjacket here, and that's what that comment means. It makes more sense that he's still spraying these bugs. That we have got the Pillar Man here in this facility. So, and they're gonna feed it blood. They've got a whole bunch of captives. They're gonna feed to the monster. Why'd you let me live? You're mistaken. I'm the one who made you live. And the word marked made you talk. So that's how they extracted the information through truth serum. Speedwagon wouldn't volunteer this information on his own accord. Now, because Speedwagon's a cool dude, and he just wouldn't. You went alone and penniless in Texas, near dead in the desert. You found oil fields and changed the world economy. See, German medicine is the world's greatest. So he must have told them that with the truth serum in there, right? He's given them some information, and that's why he's so happy about German medicine being the best in the world. They probably have got some amazing medicine. He wants to know the truth about Strazio and Joestar. And this guy's about to wake up. Oh, scary. Prepare for the blood feeding experiment. So they've got a bunch of people out here. poor guys, and he kind of makes one of them volunteer, like who's gonna die, and it's a little bit more intense in the manga. And that brave kid Poco too volunteers, and then they promptly kill everyone else, so that sucks. And then we have an amazing scene here. So this is pretty much where the manga ends, on this beautiful shot of what is it? Go back. Just Jojo arriving in Mexico. But we have got somebody here. So I don't know who this is, kind of observing and then licking his knife. And then let the experiment begin. They feed the blood to the thing. And then to be continued. So exciting. Oh, man. This show's amazing. It's just blowing me away. So it's just going to get so much better. I can just feel it. So people have been saying what they're calling each chapter of Jojo. Like the first one is about like a horror with the vampires, and this one is more of an adventure with more vampires. And then we get some more vampires down the track, and some gay vampires, and Jesus is there somewhere too. So the comments, you guys, you are getting a little bit loose-lipped with what's coming. I love all your references. I mean, everything's a Jojo reference after all. But you're kind of like foretelling a lot to me. I'm sure down the track it's not going to really matter because the show's so insane and so bizarre and so wonderful. I'm just gonna embrace it anyway. But yeah, I'm loving the animation. Is still on point, is gorgeous, and the story is crazy. And I'm loving the new Jojo. He's sassy, he's fun, but it's just on 5 o'clock, so this is where I've got to go and start getting dinner ready. I'm making a slow cooked spaghetti bolognese tonight. Gonna get that in the pot and get it cooking for a good couple of hours. So I've got to go chop up the vegetables and get that on. And then I'll let it stew for half an hour while I come in here and do my manga chat to you. Hopefully it doesn't go too long. I know you got plans. You probably want to go to sleep. Some people get notifications at 4 in the morning when I release these things. Sorry guys, but I really, really appreciate your loyalty. And yeah, so I'll be back in a sec for the manga. Hey guys, I'm back. So I've got myself a nice cold beer. This is James Squire's The Chancer. It's a nice golden ale. Of course, I got my stubby holder, as we call them here in Australia. Keeps it cool, guys, you know. It's beer o'clock somewhere, right? Okay, so dinner is on. Just got the meat and the vegetables stewing in some nice beef stock, and a big cup of red wine as well. It's the only real way to have bolognese, right? So, diving into the manga of this show. So, my plan was to not do as many of these with the new series. If the manga is like too same, I'll judge it on its own merits as I go. I do enjoy reading the manga, so that's not going to stop. But depending on how much I need to share with you guys will determine how long this will go. But having said that, I just found so much amazing animation in the manga, so we could be here for a couple of days. So if you have not, pause this and go grab yourself a beer as well. We can have a drink and discuss the manga. Speaking of, cheers. I'm Australian. What do you expect? Okay, first page. So this was just a nice chapter break between chapter 4 and chapter 5, and I just like the animation here. We got Joseph and Grandma Erina. So like I said, I was quite delighted when she showed up in the previous episode. I didn't think she'd be back, but here we have her, and she's just gorgeous. Even as an old lady, still stunning. She really aged beautifully. Next page. Okay, so straight into it. So this episode of the anime didn't really cover this too much, but it has Erina just kind of reflecting on what happened with Dio. Just like what happened to Jonathan and Speedwagon. Oh, how can this be? I thought all that business from 50 years ago was over and done with. How can it still be going on? So this is all going on in Jojo's mind while he's shooting the shit out of the cafe. Jojo asks, are you scared, Granny? No, I'm not afraid for myself. I'm afraid that you're destined to be dragged into all of this. And they kind of hold each other. Okay, so Granny's just scared that history's going to repeat itself. She saw what happened to Jonathan and killed him. And she's scared for Joseph. But I just thought that this is a big change. So this is different to the anime. Fair call. So I can show this one. Next page. Just some really nice animation. So it's Jojo with his Tommy gun shooting the shit out of Strazio. I just really thought that image was gorgeous. The animation in the manga is sick. Do you guys read the manga? That's the question I need to ask. Do you guys actually read the manga? Do you know what's going on, or do you just watching the anime only? Or do you do both? I'm curious. So the wording is a little bit different too in the language translation between the Japanese, the subtitles, and then the manga and its translation as well. So it's the point where Joseph is telling people to shut up. The girls are screaming. In the anime, he says, if you don't stop screaming, I'll French kiss you. And this one, same concept, but if you don't beat it, I'll stick my tongue in your mouth to shut you up. So yeah, gah. So a little bit different in the wording then. And of course, we've got Strazio's dead body laying on the ground. People are just like, what the hell's going on? And this is where he kind of gets up and people realize this is a little bit extraordinary. Well, just what I think is a beautiful drawing of Strazio here. So the anime of all the characters is just extremely beautiful. Like, everyone's gorgeous. So I just wanted to share that one. So Strazio is alive, vampire from hell. Dio, not quite the Dio replacement, but he's pretty cool. I like that they brought a character back from last series and really gave him quite a different arc here in this one. Here we go. So here he is just ejecting all the bullets from outside his body, and you can see very faithful to the anime. He's using a finger to rip open his leg to drag out a bullet. So yeah, it's very faithful. This I thought was amazing. We get the I-beams that Dio used all the time back in the previous episodes. They're christened, they're given a name. Space Ripper Stingy Eyes. That is forever going to tickle my fancy. I love it. You just come up with that? Oh, it's crazy. I love it. I wonder what the Japanese translation is. And then we have the stingy eyes attacking Jojo with what looks like a fatal shot to his neck and to his forehead. But yeah, the animation there is just insanely good. I love it. It's a nice big close-up of Jojo's face, very similar to Jonathan. So that's what you can answer me. Did they just keep the same character design from Jonathan to Joseph? Because it's identical pretty much, except for the hair looks more like a pineapple, like I said. And this is where he kind of calls out the clock. So we do get that implication that it's a mirror. Did they actually call it out in the anime? I can't remember. I don't think they actually said, hey, it's a mirror. But in this one they do, because the clock's backwards. And he was careful with his voice placement, and he even moved the machine gun to my left hand. So he kind of he did that on purpose to give that illusion that it's actually not a mirror, because vampires can't see themselves when they're standing in front of one. I saw that used in a movie once as well. And this is where Strazio realizes the mirror. He's actually got his back to Jojo right now. And then Jojo canes him in the face with the butt of his rifle. Nice and graphic. Sip time. Now, as you can see here, the rifle butt collects Strazio in the face really beautifully. Like, his face explodes there, lots of blood. So Jojo is really strong. So when he's whacking a rifle into your face, you're definitely going to feel it till next week. Oh, one of those double spreads. I just think this is just beautiful imagery. So once again, Jojo's just caning Strazio into the wall with his rifle. And he's going to start using his Hammond energy. So I found that really interesting though. So Dio was a vampire that didn't like Hammond energy, compared it to frog urine. And Strazio, being a Hammond user first, like a professional, like he was good at Hammond, and then becomes a vampire. So he's kind of got the best of both worlds. Yet he wasn't smart enough to outwit his current Jojo. But gorgeous animation once again. Jojo blows up Strazio with the hand grenades. I thought this was brilliant as well. Like, he sticks one hand grenade onto Strazio's hip. He doesn't realize it. He flicks it away, and all the other pins are attached to that one, so they detonate and blow him up. So this is just a beautiful shot of Strazio being blown into bits. Just like Jason Voorhees did in Friday the 13th, part 10. Jason Goes to Hell. They blew Jason up at the beginning of that one, and then he became a body hopper and kept killing people. That was a really strange movie. But I love all the Jasons. I just had that memory pop into my head with that image there of Jason Voorhees blowing up in the same manner. Poor Strazio. The bottom corner there was Smokey. Smokey's looking in and Jojo's like, don't look. Oh, gross. Now these are some really nice graphic shots here. Strazio kind of starts pulling himself back together. Next page. So like I mentioned, just like the scene from T2 where the T-1000 is blown up, played by the wonderful Robert Patrick, and he's all metal mercury on the ground, and he kind of just pulls himself back together again, just like Strazio does here. So I'm thinking Strazio is probably a fan of T2, and he's just kind of copying what he saw. But it's great though, right? Like, his arms just slithering around there, and his eyeballs are coming back, everything's just getting back together. And I thought that was beautifully animated in the anime as well. It was really nice and gross. So yeah, just a bit more of a graphic image here of his body just coming back together again. Oh my god, it makes me want to have a beer. Yeah, right? It's cool. Oh, I just like this one here. So it's a nice image of Strazio just kind of coming back together again, but he's still in no way, shape or form looking good. But naked now too, though. So for you people out there appreciate naked, buff vampire men who are falling to bits, there you go. Have at it. To run. Let's beat it, Smokey. Move it, rubberneckers. What the hell, man? That was freaking hilarious. I love that so much. That was funny. That was comedy gold. I loved it. I kind of predicted, run away, Jojo. And he actually did. But he's doing it. He's got a plan. Like, come get me, Struts. Yeah, he's not just doing it for funny laughs, but it was freaking hilarious. So Jojo's on the run. So this is where it kind of differentiates a little bit from the anime. So Jojo's on the run. You can see some crowd action down the bottom here. The bomber's getting away. Run, Smokey. Someone's dead in there. Here he comes. So that big guy down the bottom there, he's kind of eyeing off Jojo. And once again, the animation is just freaking sick. Love it. Yeah, so here I go. Don't take your eyes off me, baby. I'll catch that bastard and take him to the police. Oh, Bruty, you're my hero. So he goes and crash tackles Jojo. Like, what the heck do you think you're doing? You got the wrong guy. So that's a little bit different from the anime. So one do-gooder tried to interfere and stop who he thought was the bad guy getting away. But Jojo is not a bad guy. He might be a little bit brash, bit of a smart ass, but we love Jojo. We have got the reporter. So while that's happening, the reporter's getting herself a scoop, taking photos of all the carnage inside, and then we can see Strazio sticking his arm into shot, sneaking down is what I'm trying to say. And then you can see Strazio having a bit of a thought to himself. While I may be a model, it takes a lot of energy to recover when my body is cut into pieces. I'm quite exhausted. So I thought he was just gonna drink the reporter and get his energy back, but no, he's still gonna go face Jojo, even though he's not really at 100%. The bridge showdown. So he's got this young lady. I just love the animation there of Strazio and the reporter. Looks really nice. So once again, same with what the anime gave us, but very, very nice. And this is where he basically hulks out, loses his shirt because he gets bigger. Does he get bigger or does he rip it off? Who cares? He's awesome. Yeah, see? Hulk. Drink. Refreshing ale. So you bastard, you've got no ounce of humanity inside you. So Jojo's pretty pissed off that this guy is practicing dentistry and he obviously is not a dentist. I'll rip you to pieces, Strazio, he says. Here we go with the Space Ripper stingy eyes once again coming out, and there's a very beautiful shot. A magnificent specimen of a man is Strazio down there in the bottom right hand panel. Looks like he's just chiseled from marble. My goodness. Double spread. Love these things. So Strazio is now, well, he's about to fall to his doom from the bridge, or possibly escape. He could have if he fell, but Jojo catches him and tries to extract some information out of him about the Pillar Man and where Speedwagon is and stuff. And this is where, I almost said Dio again, Strazio has basically self-destructed with Hammond. So he's blowing up. And I just love that crazy shot of Jojo where he's kind of just beating his chest like a gorilla at his frustration and not getting all the information that he wanted. He was started to talk about Speedwagon and this Pillar Man. So Jojo's very frustrated, so he starts beating his own chest. New York, King Kong, I can see the connection. Yeah, and next thing you know, we have got Nazi Germany. So we're going to get some Nazis into Jojo now, right? Of course we are. Goddamn Nazis. It's Jojo. Why not? Goes perfectly together. Okay, so this is Speedwagon. The grand reveal. Speedwagon's still alive, and these guys have got him hostage using truth serum on him to make him talk. But Speedwagon's alive. The old man we found on the Rio Data River has regained consciousness. We can now find out the location of the ruins. Speedwagon's awake, is he? He sure is. I will not talk. So this is the part where Jojo's inspecting her mouth. So she's just had a tooth removed. So let's see. Look at all those cavities. Maybe he did you a favor yanking that one out and then punch. Then she punches him in the face. Whereas in the anime, she just punches him right away. So he didn't actually do a dental checkup for her, but in this one he does. And then she's like having a go at him because, how dare you call me an ugly chick? That punch was payback, you dolt. So in the anime, he calls her a hag, but in the manga, she's called an ugly chick, which still is not very nice. And just another great page where the pain finally kicks in on the reporter and she starts screaming in pain, and Jojo's just standing there looking cool as hell. Guess it's time to go to Mexico. Hop on your bike, man. Okay, so this is where it's explained. So in the anime, I didn't cover it, but he attempted suicide with a broken bottle, so he put him in a straitjacket. Speedwagon, there's a saying in Europe, a village where the elderly and their own lives will soon be reduced to ruin. So he didn't really cover Speedwagon's attempt at suicide in the anime, not that I picked up, but that's definitely covered here. So Speedwagon tried to off himself, that's why he's in the straitjacket. Yeah, so we have got the Pillar Man in the German facility in Mexico. So great animation and very scary. So they're going to start trying to wake this thing up. Bloody Nazis, I tell you what. Yeah, this is where the guy, the Nazi guy, I'll remember his name, some Stroheim, something, where he's telling his prisoners that they've got to pick one amongst themselves to die. And I have an idea, designate one amongst yourselves for execution, and then he starts beating them up as well. We need one man's blood for this experiment, so figure out who it's going to be. The rest of you will be freed as of today. So they're kind of like deciding, hurry up and decide, is it you? Is it you? And he starts pointing them out, scaring them a little bit of a psychological terror. So a little bit different, where it was pretty much the kid just volunteers right away. Can you hurry it up? If you can't decide, we'll go with her. So he kind of picks somebody out right away, and then the kid steps up. He looks a little bit like Poco. Am I wrong? He does. And then the final shot of this particular chapter in the manga is this groovy image of Jojo on his bike arriving in Mexico. Vroom. That's amazing. It's so awesome. That's a screensaver right there. Tell you what, wish it was color. It's not. I'm dealing with it, but it would be so much more amazing if it was. But there you have it. So the manga, like I said, is fairly similar to the anime. Just a few subtle differences, but as I was reading it, I was just so blown away about how good the animation was. I just wanted to share it. I couldn't help it. I was taking screenshots left and right. So that's why I had a bit of an epic tour de force there of the manga. But like I asked before, do you guys actually read the manga and watch the anime, or just the anime, or just the manga? I can't imagine you wouldn't watch the anime. It's freaking sensational. It's so fun. But reading that manga does kind of give you a little bit more insight into the characters and into the plot and into the world. Just that little bit more. So I think I might have to continue on with the manga. Like I said, I'll judge it day by day. So if the manga doesn't have a lot of reveals, I won't bring a lot over. But then again, I'm swept away by the drawing, so I'm going to probably do hundreds. Anyway, that's it. Chapter 11. We have done the Game Master. Yeah, loving the new direction, and I can't wait to watch the next episode. So like I said, I've got a few days off, so I'm going to try and knock out as many reactions as I can over the next coming days. I'm doing Fate, Stay Night, One Punch Man, Attack on Titan, Ruby. What else is there? Demon Slayer as well, and of course all my wonderful Jojos. So I've got a lot on my plate. I'm going to try and get as many as I can and get in front, and get some amazing content up to you guys at least once a week for your favorite show. But it's definitely coming. I'm working damn hard at this, guys, honestly. A lot of blood, sweat and tears, so I hope you appreciate it. And to all of you who are calling out, put the full screen reaction up. It's over on my Patreon. That's all I'm going to say on the matter from now on out. Anyway, catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.